And so even as this word inspired by the Spirit of God, the Spirit doesn't speak of himself, but he takes those things and reveals Christ unto us. Even back here in the Old Testament, Solomon is writing this after the Lord turned his heart back to him. I've had people say that to me. Well, how could the Lord use Solomon? Look at his life. Well, look at your own life. Is your pathway any different? The Lord has rescued you and me from a life of idolatry and drawn us to himself. And then now we can testify of his grace and mercy. That's what Solomon's doing here. When he wrote these Proverbs, he's thinking upon that righteous one who should come and pay his sin debt. Every bit as much as Abraham, it says, he saw my day, the Lord said, and he rejoiced. Job, the oldest of the books of the Old Testament, Job, who lived even before Abraham, he said, I know that my Redeemer liveth and shall stand on this earth. He's not talking about a second coming. He's talking about that first coming. He would stand, and that he, Job, would see God in him, in his resurrection, his death and resurrection. So the mouth of the righteous man is a well of life. That's why we're going through the scriptures. You think of the mouth, that's the words. Christ is the Word. It became flesh and dwelt among us. And his word is what we hear by his Spirit. And it's a well of life. It's not a well going dry. You can't dip into this well and never exhaust it. You think about ever since the fall, all the way to now, to all the way when God wraps this thing up and Christ comes again, it's a well of life for those that he causes to hear.